This video will show you how to make displacement maps and use them for making engravements in Blender. Please watch it to the very end. We'll use a simple gold bar for purposes of illustration. In this example I'm using Canva to create my writings, but you might as well use any other image editing software. But to give you a clear understanding of how displacement maps work, displacement maps are 2D images used to add complex geometries on a surface without having to model them manually. In any displacement map, the black parts in the map produce no displacement while the white produces maximum displacement, meaning that the gray values in between will produce the transition between maximum and minimum height. So now go ahead and log into canva.com where we are going to make our displacement map from, but in case you are not interested in this process you can skip to the next part of the video. Click here on Create Design and select Custom Size. Under Width fill in 1080 and for the Length fill in 1920, then click on Create Design. Click here on Text, then add text box. Type in Fine Gold. Move it up here and increase on its size. Click on these three dots, then change the letters to uppercase. Come here to adjust on the font size. Make it bold and click here to change font style. In my case I use Arial Unicode. Click on this icon to duplicate it, then move down. Change the text to 999.9. Click on this icon to duplicate it, then move down. Change the text to 1000 grams. Highlight it and click on these three dots, then change it to lowercase. Now click on Elements, then add a line. Move it up here and drag this dot to adjust its length. Click here, then increase on its line weight. Move this up a bit, then add a square shape. Increase on its size to fill the entire shape. Click on these three dots, then come to Position and send it to back. Also come to Color and give it a gray color. Click on Share, then Download to download it. Now that you're done, you can go ahead and open Blender. When you open Blender, first press Delete to delete the default cube. Press Shift A and go to Mesh, then add a cube. Go to the Modifier Properties and click here, then search for the Subdivision Surface Modifier. Now press Tab to go to the Edit mode. Press 3 to switch to Face Selection, then click on this Z to go to a top view. Press A to make sure all is selected and press S then X then 2 to scale it up by 2 along the X-axis. Click on this X to go to a side view and press S then Z then 0.7 to scale it down along the Z by 0.7. Select this bottom face and press S then 1.3 to scale it up by 1.3. Come to the Modifier Properties and increase the subdivision levels to 2. Press Ctrl-R, then scroll to add 2 edge loops and press S then Y then 2.6 to scale them apart by 2.6. Come to this side as well and press Ctrl-R, then scroll to add 2 edge loops and press S then X then 2.8 to scale them apart by 2.8. Press Ctrl-R to add an edge loop, then 0.85 to move it down by 0.85. Now press Tab to go back to the object mode. Increase the subdivision viewport levels to 3 for a finer result. Go to Object and shade it Auto Smooth. Click here to switch to Material Preview, then expand this area. Switch it to the Shader Editor. Click on New to add a new material. Increase on this metallic value, then reduce the roughness to 0. Adjust on its color to make it look more golden. Now press Shift A and go to Vector, then add a bump node. Press Shift A again, then search for an image texture node. Click on Open, then browse for the displacement map you made. Plug this color into height, then also plug this normal into the normal. You can now already see that our engravements are on the surface, but they are somehow distorted. To fix that, first come here and switch to UV editing. Scroll down to be able to see your image correctly. Now press Alt, then click on this edge to select this whole corner. Hold Shift then Alt to select the edges on these corners as well. After you've selected all of them, press U then select Mark Seam.
Press A to select all, then press U and select Unwrap to unwrap them.
Select this top face, then press Ctrl numpad plus to select the nearby faces. Come to the UV editor and press A to select all, then press G to move it somewhere in the center. Press S to scale it up, then press G to position it well. Now come to the 3D viewport, then press Ctrl I to invert the selection. Come to the UV editor and press A to select all, then press S to scale them down so that they don't cover any writing. Now if you switch back to the layout, you can see that engravements are there. Let's also add some engravements down here. So switch back to UV editing, then select this face, then hold Ctrl and click on this other face. Come to the UV editor and press S to scale it up. Switch to Material Preview to see your result well. You can see that it's somehow distorted, so to fix that, first go back to the layout. Come to the modifier properties and click on this drop-down arrow, then apply the modifier. So go back to UV editing. Press U then select Unwrap to unwrap it. Come to the UV editor, then press S to scale it down. Press R then 90 to rotate it by 90 degrees. Press G to move it in position of the text. You can see that it's mapped onto the surface. Select this face and press Ctrl, then click on this other face to select all these faces. Press U to unwrap them. Press R then 90 to rotate it by 90 degrees. Press G to move it in position of the text. You can see that it's mapped onto the surface. Go back to the layout. And now you are done. You can now switch to the render preview, give it a nice HDRI and render. Thank you so much for watching up to now, I really appreciate. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss out on our latest content. Also, let us know what you want us to teach you about Blender in the comments. I promise we'll make a video. Have fun animating. I sign out.